Blackford Junior Senior High School. This is homecoming at Blackford. So if you notice, we have some activities out on the track. We have some floats. And the floats will go in order. The junior high float will be first, followed by the freshman float, then sophomore, juniors, and seniors. Let's show some appreciation, a big round of applause for the work put in for these kids.
That was the best look like that. We had probably we could have been more pursuit.
And again, here they are, the first float, the junior high. Following the junior high is the freshman class. Following the freshman class is the sophomore class. Crossing the 50-yard line is the junior class. And last but not least, the senior class. So again, good evening and welcome to Bruin Field as Blackford High School for High School Knights regular season and CIC contest as the Blackford Bruins take on the Indians of Mississinewa. Tonight's concession stand is being run by the Montpelier Jamboree. We appreciate their support. Hope you support them by visiting the concession stand tonight. Tonight we selling Chick-fil-A chicken sandwiches for $6 and $7 while supplies last. In addition to Chick-fil-A sandwiches, we have hot dogs, nachos, soft pretzels, candy bars, ice cream, popsicles, Coke products, and other concession items available at the southeast corner of the Cleat Building at the south end of the field. Restrooms are located in the south end of the Cleat Building. The Football Parent Club is selling McAllister's Iced Tea as soon as you enter the gate at $3 a cup. You have sweet and unsweet. Help support the football parents as they help our football players with expenses during the course of the year. Go grab some iced tea and enjoy the game. We'd also like to welcome this evening's officiating crew. They're Grant Covey, Mason Aitha, Paul Wren, Cody Bauer, and Travis Horn.
We're going to monetize.
At this time, the Bruin Pep Band will be performing the Mississinewa School Song. At this time, we ask if you're able to please stand and direct your attention to the southeast corner of the track as the Blackford JROTC presents the colors for the national anthem. Color Guard members include Chloe Smith, Nathan Bartram, Genevieve Trissel, Luke Slusser, Garrett Leakey, Corbin Fox, and Hannah Jernigan. The Bruin Pride Marching Band, directed by Mrs. Kennedy Merck, performs our national anthem.
Freeze it! Ho!
Okay, fans, turn your attention to the inflatable tunnel in the south end zone. Ladies and gentlemen, the Blackford Bruins.
HSAA football season. Tonight is homecoming at Blackford High School. Bruins are hosting Mississinewa tonight in a Central Indiana Conference matchup. Mississinewa comes in 3-0 in the conference and 5-0 overall. Blackford, on the other hand, is looking for their first conference win of the season. Both of these teams have new coaches this year. Coach Lochner from Mississinewa was an assistant previously under Kyle Baresh, who has moved on to a position as head coach at Muncie Central. On the Blackford side, Coach Steve Bouger is in his first year. It's not entirely a new position for him. Coach Bouger was head coach for the Bruins in the 2000 to 2007 season. As we mentioned, this is homecoming here at Blackford. If you were with us earlier, you would have seen the parade of the floats going around the track. Students spend a lot of time on those floats. A very nice job by them. Again, this is Coach Steve Bouger's first year with the Bruins in this go-round. He did spend 8 seasons with them before, including a sectional title in 2003. And Matt, during his 8 years, how many wins do you think he had over Mississinewa?
Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. What? Three.
No, 6. Six wins in 8 years.
So close.
So Coach Bouger has had a lot of success against Mississinewa, but again, this year they're coming in at kind of a disadvantage. This Mississinewa team's on quite a roll. How many? I won't ask you this time, Matt, because you won't know the answer.
I'm ready.
Ready?
Let's go. Yeah.
How many consecutive regular season games has Mississinewa won?
Ooh, regular season? I'm going to say 9.
No, 28.
28?
28 straight regular season games going back 3 years, just a little over 3 years. So the only games they've lost have been in sectional and regional level. So that's quite a roll for them. So it's going to be a tall task for the Bruins tonight. But the weather should be beautiful this evening for high school football. Temperature right now is 74 degrees. It's supposed to drop from the mid-40s down to the mid to lower 60s by the time fans are walking out to their cars. The wind is predicted to be less than 5 miles an hour. Right now, the flag is not moving.
Will receive the opening kickoff.
There's the ceremonial coin toss, as they say. Matt, you know why they call it the ceremonial coin toss?
What do you mean, what do you mean ceremonial? Is it not the actual coin toss?
It's not. It's tough to say coin toss several times. It's easier
hard
to say twin toss.
It's hard to say that when I'm looking at Keith, our cameraman. He's rolling his eyes at me.
Yeah. He knows. We all know what it means. So it's ceremonial because they actually did the toss earlier. A lot of fans don't know that. I hope that didn't spoil the pomp and circumstance and the fun.
Spoils
of it
the
for some of
magic.
you.
Yeah.
Spoils the magic. So I won't mention it again on the broadcast then. So Mississinewa will receive the kickoff. If you're viewing at home, Mississinewa is in the white jerseys, gray pants with red numbers, and Blackford's got the black jerseys tonight with the white numbers. So Blackford's going to kick off north to south and defend that north end zone. Mississinewa is going to be receiving at the south end of the field. As we mentioned, there is absolutely no wind. Even up here on top of the broadcast booth, there is no wind up here. So it should be a beautiful night. That sun is just a little bit above the trees still. The field is pretty well shaded, but up here we've still got a little bit of sun in our eyes. So if we make any mistakes, blame it on the sun.
So you know, Scott, when you're sitting in the crowd here, when we spent many Friday evenings here, we watch the shadows slowly move up, and you're excited when it gets 1 or 2 rows below you, so you're going to actually be able to see the game. And it is right now about 2 rows up, I think, into the grandstands.
Yeah, the other nice thing about not just seeing the game, it's a lot cooler. I was talking to a lady who was here well before the game today, and she was all excited in her Blackford gear, but she was a little hot. But it has cooled off a little bit since then. It's probably dropped a few degrees in the last couple hours, or in the last hour or so. So Blackford's getting ready to kick off. That's number 7, Sam Berry. And the kick is away down the middle. It's bobbled there by Mississinewa. He's got some room around the left side, but I think there's plenty. Hopefully, looks like he's loose. Got some space. There's a nice block. Some good blocking there. A very nice block by number 1 from Mississinewa. Number 1 is Ian Newsom. He had a great downfield block that he just locked in, and that was the final block that allowed the runner to get into the end zone. So that's going to be not the start that Blackford wanted. I believe that was Davian Spikes that returned that, number 8 for the Mississinewa team. And they will now bring on the extra point crew. And that's number 92, Seth Yoder, who's going to try the extra point kick here for Mississinewa. Yoder is a soccer player also. I happened to be at the Mississinewa Blackford soccer games last Saturday. The girls' soccer game went into overtime. Unfortunately, the Bruins lost that one, but it was an exciting game in overtime. Kick is up, and it's good. So successful kick there by Yoder, number 92. And he'll be back out in just a second for the kickoff, probably. So if you tuned in just a minute late there, Mississinewa opened that opening kickoff for a touchdown. The return was number 8, Davion Spikes. Now Mississinewa will kick off from south to north or left to right on your screen.
Well, certainly not a great 15 seconds.
No. It's not really what the Bruins wanted to start the game. If you're Mississinewa fan, that's a heck of a start. Mississinewa, as we mentioned, 5-0 on the season, and a regular season win streak, which includes a conference win streak that goes back over 3 years now. Gage Dow and Brady Bannister will be back to receive for the Bruins. Gage Dow on the far side, number 20, and Brady Bannister on the near side, number 28. That is Seth Yoder, number 92, out to kick from Mississinewa. That kicks deep. It looks like that one's going to be over Gage Dow's head. He's going to let it bounce into the end zone, and that's going to be a touchback. The Bruins offense will come out onto the field for the first time. The offensive line for the Bruins generally is number 63, the center, Tyson Cowgill. The guards are number 62, Clayton Heflin, number 59, Josh Hurst. The tackles, 56, Colton Fisher. Number 79, Eli Charnley. Number 5, Stratton Sargent will be taking the snaps for the Bruins. He's going to go under center here. He was out of the shotgun about half the time last week. Oh, there they got, looks like Mississinewa jumped. Let's see if there was movement by the Bruins first. The Bruins are moving back. It looks like they think it was on them. Yeah, so somebody on the Bruins must have jumped. And then number 9 from Mississinewa was the one I saw jumped offside, but it was because of the movement by the Bruins. So again, Stratton Sargent's going to be the quarterback, number 5 for the Bruins. And then running in the backfield with him will be number 15, Corbin Batten, number 28, Brady Bannister, and number 20, Gage Dow. Gage is in the backfield sometimes and wide out sometimes. There's a snap. It looks like they're going to run up the middle and maybe pick up a couple yards. Bannister was the man carrying the ball that time. Also for the Bruins, number 36, Peyton Horsley, was wide out on the left side. He's recognizable. He's got that extra padding on his helmet.
Number 30, Colton Vaughn.
As does number 62, Clayton Heflin. I don't think Heflin had that on last week, but he's got it on this week. So Horsley's going to be wide out on the right side this time. Number 32, Brandon Maddox, is going to be wide out on the left side. Sargent takes a snap. That one was to Dow. Looks like Dow picked up about a yard there.
Gage Dow on the carry for the Bruins. Tackle made by the Indians, number 30, Vaughn.
So the Bruins have picked up 5 yards, but after that penalty, the offside penalty on first down, that's only gotten them back to the line of scrimmage. Without the penalty, it would have been a manageable 3rd and 5. But now it's going to be 3rd and 10, and we'll see if Sargent gets a chance to.
They are in the shotgun.
They are, yep. And we'll see if Stratton decides to throw it here. It looks like he's going to. It's a short pass. Dow's got some space. I don't think he's going to have enough. No, he's not going to have enough for the first down. It did pick up positive yardage. So the Bruins got positive yardage on each play there and picked up a total of about 8 yards. But that penalty really hurt them. So they're going to have to bring on the punt team. And that'll be Gage Dow back to punt. Number 20. Mississinewa has 2 guys back. That's picked up. I believe that's Quaterer, number 14, Seth Quaterer. He's trying to get around that left end. Getting some blocking down the field.
No.
You know, the fans wanted a holding call on that.
Yeah.
Gets dragged down from behind by Brady Bannister. And now on that kickoff, that first touchdown, we talked about a great block downfield. There was another block there that they really locked in well. Hands are definitely in the right position, but it's hard to say if maybe there was a, here's a replay. Waters pretty quick, he gets around the end there well. Block there on the outside, I think the fans wanted a hold on that one. There's a run up the middle. He's into the end zone, almost untouched, and that was Levi Crandall from Mississippi.
Ball carried by number 2, Levi Crandall for the Indians. It's a touchdown.
So Mississinewa's only had to run 1 play from scrimmage, and they've got 2 touchdowns now. You know, Matt, there's a reason they're 5-0. You know, they're a very good
There's
team.
There's a reason they have won 28 regular season games in a row.
That's right. That's right.
Scott, maybe you talked about it earlier, but how'd they do in the tournament last year?
One of the last 2 years, I think they won their sectional and then were defeated. They've had some pretty tough competition. They had been they had just dropped down a class last year. Previous to that, they were in the 4A class, and then they dropped down to 3A Blackford and most of the teams in the conference, a lot of teams in the conference are 2A in football. I may have the divisions there for Mississinewa incorrect, but I think that that's correct. I think that I do think they have one sectional title in the last couple of years. We'll get that answer for you, though. Well, Keith, you should be happy. It looks like the sun is just about, it's just about reached us. Or sorry, the shade has just about reached us. At home, you can't hear all of Keith's helpful comments here at the camera. He's a very loquacious young man.
He's what?
A very loquacious young man.
Well, no, actually, it was the other part that I was more questioning.
Oh, young man. The young man.
Yes.
That was the part you were. Yeah, so if you were with us last week, you'll know that Keith is newly retired, and that's going to be another touchback as Seth Yoder puts that one out the back of the end zone.
So, Scott, last season, Mississinewa in the first round of the sectional defeated Oak Hill 28-3, moved on and defeated Delta 21-7, for finally losing to Fort Wayne Lures 34-28 in the sectional final. 2 years ago, however, they did win the sectional, moving on and were eventually defeated by 4A Leo. So yeah, they were 4A 2 years ago. They moved down to 3A last year.
And you know, 3A can be pretty tough when you've got one of those Catholic schools in your section. Lures has a lot of success in football.
Let's see if we can find some
handoff.
success here on the offense.
I think that may be the first negative yard from negative play from scrimmage.
Number 28, Brady Bannister on the carry for the Bruins.
Looks like that was a loss of. We'll call that one no gain. Even though it looks like the marker's a little bit behind. So that'll bring up 2nd and 2. Sargent's out of the shotgun again. A nice cutback there by Dow, but he had nowhere to go. I say 2nd and 2. I meant 2nd and 10. I'm not sure if I said that right. That one did lose a couple yards.
Scott, it is homecoming tonight. We've got a good group of students here standing up against the rail, enjoying the game this evening. Again, if you missed it, we did bring the broadcast on about 6:30, and the class floats came around. So if you're watching and you want to go back and see those, you ought to be able to rewind as we get a timeout here by Blackford. But you can probably rewind and see that. We'll get that on the YouTube page also here in the next day or two. So if you missed the floats and want to see that, you can. We'll also have, I assume, the crowning of the Queen at halftime.
Yep, we will have that. I've got the names of the contestants, so we'll be able to talk about them a little bit. I do not have the name of the winner, though. It's always an exciting announcement at homecoming at the game. The dance, however, will be tomorrow night, not tonight. I would guess most of the time if there's a homecoming dance, it's after. Maybe that's just me because I'm old. That's how it was when I grew up. The dance was after the game, but now it's on Saturday. It's a semi-formal from what I hear, from what my daughter tells me. Keith, did you go to the homecoming dance when you were in high school?
Oh my gosh, yes. Yeah.
You had to, right?
Yes. Well, no, I didn't have to, but man.
Well, I didn't mean you personally. I just meant it was kind of the thing to do.
Oh, it was the thing, yes. Yeah.
So 3rd and 12 here. Sargent's going to be under center. Looks like they about got a Mississinewa player to jump. That's going to be a gain of about 4 or 5 yards, but not going to be enough for a first down. So that was Bannister. He picked up 5 yards on that.
Number 89, Matt Lilly on the tackle for the Indians, brings up 4th down.
So Mississinewa is going to get set to return. Last time it was returned by Seth Quaterer, number 14. He got it back to maybe the 3-yard line. Back with him is number 1, Ian Newsom. And that's Newsom with the ball. He's going to break a tackle there, get around the end. Oh, he's cutting back. He's got some blockers out there. There's one man, and that's it. I don't think there's anyone else in the area that's going to be able to get him. So that was Ian Newsom, number 1.
Runs it back for a Mississinewa touchdown.
There's some nice blocking on that. Even though I don't think they intended for him to cut that back when he did. Blackford had pursued. Everyone was on that left side. You know, that's a problem. You know, when they've had a couple big returns, everyone wants to make sure that they're not getting beat. Everyone wants to make that play, and so then it's easy on that cutback for everyone to get sucked into the ball side, and then no one's there on the backside. Even though there are guys who have that responsibility. And there's another good extra point from Seth Yoder, number 92. Good hold by Seth Quaterer. Here's the replay. So right here, everyone's trying to get to that side where the ball carrier is.
We've already lost contain.
Yeah, so when he cuts back here, there's just a bunch of Mississinewa kids over there to block. And the one player over there wasn't able to make the tackle. It is a beautiful night, Keith. You are right. Look at that grass out there on the softball field, on the baseball field. Looks great. Sun's down low enough that's not in our eyes anymore. The grass
cooled
really,
off a few degrees.
It has cooled off. The grass is in great shape out there. You know, Langdon Brothers Seed provides the grass seed when they have to reseed here. If you need any grass seed for your lawn, go out there to Langdon Brothers Seed, talk to Gary, and he'll get you hooked up with the stuff. Keith, how's your lawn doing? Yeah, the rain's helped it out. And now in retirement, you'll have plenty of time to work on keeping the yard mowed, right?
You know, Scott, as you're talking about the grass, if you were with us last week and you looked at it, I mean, it looked dead. It is remarkable the change in 7 days.
Yeah.
It looked totally dead. You would have thought it was dead, but it was dormant and came back really well.
Yeah, it's beautiful out there tonight. Nice thick grass. But it didn't let it grow quite long enough to slow down Mississinewa.
No, they did not. No, they did not. I was just thinking we're working really hard to be complimentary.
There's another nice kick by Yoder into the end zone, out the back. You know, Blackford's done a nice job in the last few years. One of their strengths has been with the returns. Bannister and Gage Dow do a nice job, and unfortunately, Mississinewa's kicking game's been strong enough here tonight to take that opportunity away from the Bruins. So Keith, the ever loquacious Keith, is talking again with no mic on. What were you saying, Keith? You live next to a turf field?
I live next to a turf field, and I will tell you that this green here with the lights on it just is a lot more class. So it is a very good look, and it has come on strong here.
There's another run for no gain. I think Bannister got back to the line of scrimmage.
Number 28, Brady Bannister on the carry for Blackford.
It's really tough. I mean, if you look out there at the size of the players, those Mississinewa players, they're big. You can tell they've been in the weight room. They're just not just big guys, but they are big, strong guys. And they do a very nice job filling the holes. And filling the gap of the player that has moved on to Purdue played for Mississinewa last year, excuse me. There's Dow. He gets a cut to the outside. Got a yard or two before getting stuffed.
Number 20, Gage Dow on the carry for the Bruins.
He made a nice little jump cut there after receiving the ball.
How many games did you say Mississinewa has rolled up in the regular season?
So regular season games, and this is unofficial. This is from me counting but I counted 28. I don't think I counted any of their sectional wins in there because they've won a few several sectional games in that 3 years also. But 28 was what I came up with consecutive regular season wins. And again, that's unofficial because I do make mistakes, as you well know. Oh, there's Dow, and he's going to get around the end and get a couple yards. I thought he might cut that to the outside. There was a little more space, some of that nice green Langdon Brothers seed grass on the outside. But he tried to turn it up and picked up some positive yards, but not enough for a first down.
I will ask one more question, and I will leave the football field grass alone. Are there sprinklers on the field, or do they call them out all the time, or is there underground sprinklers?
But yeah, they have the pop-up heads.
Okay,
so they'll pop up out there at the scoreboard, down at the bottom of the scoreboard. There's the programmer that where they set that up, and that's where the control is. And that snap was bounced. Dow did a nice job fielding it, but then it got off the side of his foot. So it's tough. You pick up a snap that's bounced, you feel a little rushed, and then you got to get that kickoff quick. So that one's not going to gain them. They're not going to pick up much yardage. It looked like the line of scrimmage stayed about where it was on it.
Oddly enough, Scott, that was Blackford's most productive kick of the night.
That's one way to keep them from returning it, right? Yeah.
Yes.
It's a good point. So Mississinewa is going to line up with 3 wideouts to the right. No, they have not. They've only run one play from scrimmage, which was a run up the middle. So that's a screen to quarter, but that hit the ground.
It was
not a good throw
backward
there.
pass.
Yeah. So the quarterback for Mississinewa, number 4, Jacob Schwartz. That one was targeted toward number 14, Seth Quaterer. Newsom was out there with him also. So number 33, who hasn't had a carry here tonight, I don't see him out there. Maybe he's not in the game. It's Newsom in motion, and Newsom has it. He's going to get around the right end. He's got some blockers. That's a nice tackle there by 28.
Not sure what the
That was
penalty
Brady
was.
Bannister with the tackle. There's a penalty flag. The only thing I could think is that maybe that was a hold by the player out in front.
I thought the blocking was pretty good by the Mississinewa
That was a hold.
wideouts. The wideouts had that blocked pretty well, I thought.
And that
hold there?
Yeah, I think it was a hold, the block that was right in front of where the tackle occurred. So they're going to move that one back. Would have been a first down, so I think that's going to set up about a 2nd and 8. Nope, I'm corrected. That's going to be about a 2nd and 5-ish. Mississinewa moves up to the 17-yard line. There's another almost another shoestring tackle by Bannister, but he couldn't bring him down. Dow couldn't bring him down. And he got into the end zone. That was number 2, Levi Crandall. So we have Crandall listed as their 2nd leading rusher on the season. And he picked up a touchdown on that one. It's been a pretty efficient start for Mississinewa here today.
I would say so.
As this is going to be a Seth holding it and a Seth kicking it here. And that one is up and good again. Here's a replay of that touchdown. Gets around the end. Bannister comes in right there, almost gets him, trips him, and then Dow's not able to bring him down either. This Mississinewa team is just a little bigger and stronger and quicker than the teams we've played so far. Dow usually in the back. just doesn't get beat. Usually if someone breaks through the front line, Dow's back there, we've talked about in the broadcast before, you don't want your safety making a bunch of tackles because that's not a good sign for your defense. But he does a nice job back there, so that was a tough one there for him. Keith, you asked about the sprinkling system. Before the game, the officials also walk around the field and check for, to make sure there's no holes. And so a lot of one thing that they look at is where the sprinkler heads are to make sure that there's not it doesn't create like a tripping hazard for the players. Yoder with another kick, and that's going to be another one into the end zone.
Kickoff by Seth Yoder is a touchback. First and 10 for the Bruins at their 20.
The Bruins will take over for the 4th time at the 20-yard line. It's been 4 touchbacks from Yoder, the kicker from Mississinewa. He's done a nice job keeping the Bruins' return game from being able to help out at all offensively. It's Gage down the backfield. Sargent goes under center. It's a handoff to Dow.
Ball carried by number 20, Gage Dow.
Short gain on the play.
Tackle made by Indians, number 60, Callis.
Dow's carried the ball a lot tonight. Those snaps come from Tyson Cowgill, number 63, the center. There's a little screen, and that's going to go for no gain. Well thrown ball. The blocking just wasn't able, the blockers just weren't able to keep Mississinewa from getting back there.
Completed, number 36.
They completed that to Peyton Horsley.
56, Caden
Horsley's a 5'9" freshman for the Bruins. And he's one of the 2 players with that extra padding on the helmet. You can tell the ones that you can't see the B on the side and the stripes down the middle. There's another pass. This one complete, and that's going to pick up some yards for Brady Bannister. That's a decent gain there, but again, on 3rd down, it's not going to be enough for the 1st down. Unfortunately for the Bruins.
28, Bannister. Brings up 4th down.
That'll bring up 4th down for Bruins. 4th and 4 here. And the Bruins are going to go for it, because why not, right?
Well, when they're returning all your kicks for touchdowns, you might as well go for it.
Yeah. Looks like Stratton's going to pass here. That's complete to Bannister, but I think it got tipped at the line, so it didn't get to Bannister as quick as it should have. He caught it, but it was a catch for actually probably a short loss, and Mississinewa is going to take over. But yeah, after Mississinewa returned a couple punts for touchdowns, and the last punt went out of bounds basically at the yard of scrimmage, the line of scrimmage. Why not go ahead?
Did they return?
Just try to get it.
Return 2 for touchdowns and 1 down to the 2.
One was to the 2-yard line. Yeah. Yeah. And then the most recent one went out of bounds.
So Scott,
2 for touch. Yes. I was trying to do my math right there.
Mississinewa is clearly.
There's a penalty. I think that it's not a delay of game. Got 12 players on the field currently.
It will be on Mississinewa.
I think that was probably the call. I think it was for getting to the line of scrimmage with 12 men on the field. Breaking the huddle with 12 men. Oh, that's an incomplete pass. I think that would be go down as an incomplete pass when they toss that ball there, Keith. I always get confused because it's real close. So it looks like it could be a fumble, a ball that gets knocked loose. But if that quarterback tosses it, then it's going to be that incomplete pass. And here's the replay of that. We'll see on the replay if he tossed it. Yeah, I think the way he pulled his hands back, I think it was a toss. Which their play was earlier. The one that had the holding on, I think that was actually a passing play as well. Levi Crandall back in the backfield. That's another well-blocked pass. Very well-blocked play. That one was to Newsom for yet another Mississinewa touchdown. So still a minute and 50 seconds to go here in the first quarter. So it's obviously been a lot of scoring for Mississinewa. And that's kept the clock from running, so the quarter has taken quite a while. Their possessions have been short, but it's kept stopped the clock often.
Attention, Ricky Johnson's, please go to the ticket booth. Ricky Johnson, you're needed at the ticket booth. Ricky Johnson, please go to the ticket booth.
So Mississinewa will kick off again. From left to right on your screen, which is south to north. There's basically no wind. The flag is not moving at all. You don't even feel a cool breeze up here like we usually do at this time of night, Keith.
Scott, the game's, pretty much what we expected. I think Mississinewa is maybe the best team on Blackford's schedule, and I think this game's pretty much decided at this point. But be sure to stick around, because what is not decided, or at least has not been announced, is the winner of the Queen contest, or the announcement of the homecoming Queen and King, I suppose, at halftime.
Yeah, that will be a surprise to all but about 4 or 5 people, maybe, whoever counted the votes. The votes are in, and no one knows who it is yet. There's another kick out the back of the end zone. And the return game has been a strength for the Bruins in the last couple of years, but haven't been able to return one tonight because they've all gone over Gage Dow's head, out the back of the end zone.
I think Keith has volunteered to be our roving reporter during halftime. Yeah. Do you think he can get an interview with the Queen? He says he'll try. We'll see how that goes.
Some credentials.
Yeah, he has no.
Keith is lacking credentials. We don't think security's going to grab him before he gets down.
Security could be a problem.
Sargent makes that pass out to the side. That's complete. That's going to be a short pickup.
Pass completed, number 36.
Actually, I think it's a loss of 1. Good catch, though.
It was. An incomplete pass tonight? I think they've completed them. They've all been short passes. Our statistician, which is often me, has not kept up well on that. I've got several runs and several gains marked down. I do not have an incompletion marked down. Again, my stats are not very effective. Oh, there's a nice tackle, high tackle on Dow.
Number 20, Dow.
That was right up there at the top of the shoulder pads, in between the shoulder pads and the helmet.
Number 9, Dakota Hill of the Indians.
That tackle, Dakota Hill. Did that nice tackle there on, I think Dakota Hill may have been the one who had the really nice block on that initial kickoff for the return. Number Sargent's in the shotgun again here. Wideouts to the right.
Uh-oh.
Well, that's between his legs. He's just going to fall on.
Oh, no.
Oh, but it slipped out. I really thought he would have had enough control on that there that they would have. So the ball will stay with the Bruins.
Fumble on the play. Blackford recovers.
Clock will continue to
Are
run.
you sure?
Yeah, clock's running. Time is running
Okay.
out.
We sent in.
That's the end of the first quarter.
Oh, it's the end of the quarter. We sent in a lot of substitutions. It almost looked like we were bringing the defense out. Maybe we were setting up the punt, but it's only third down. Huh.
And Sargent's limping around a little bit. Hopefully he'll be able to stay in there. So here we've got the quarter break, and Blackford's players gonna get a chance to get some water. We're gonna move down to the other end of the field. Hasn't seen much action there on the south end of the field. Keith, we're gonna have to pivot the camera here in a minute.
Occasionally you may notice some scores. Actually, there's no scores yet, but some local contests appearing up at the top of your screen. We'll try to get those scores updated as those become available to keep track on what's happening in the Central Indiana Conference and in area scores.
Yeah, some of the other games tonight. Eastbrook tonight, that's who Blackford played last week, and they're going to be at Elwood tonight. Frankton's at Madison Grant. Oak Hill is at Alexandria. Jay County is at Woodland. That's a game Jay County, I think, is probably pretty excited about. Both of those teams are 1-4. So Jay County looking for an opportunity to get a win tonight at Woodland. But also Woodland hoping to get a win against visiting Jay County. A little different perspective here. Now the Bruins are going right to left. That punt is away. Nice spiral on that one, and that hit right at the sideline. So I think Dow got his money's worth on that one. So that one hit right along the sideline and did not allow Mississinewa an opportunity to return it. So that was kind of a best case scenario there on that punt for the Bruins. Mississinewa will take over now. This is about their worst field position of the game, starting on the 43-yard line. Yeah, I think they were definitely trying to kick to the sideline to prevent the return, Keith. And that one did a nice job because he maxed out his distance as it hit. He probably would have liked to have it had it a little higher, but it definitely did not allow for a return. There's a handoff and run up the middle. And another entrance into the end zone for Mississinewa. That one was Levi Crandall again. Levi Crandall's got a multi-touchdown game tonight. That one a rushing touchdown. It sounds a little like a broken record, but Mississinewa is a very good team. There's a reason they've won so many games over the past several years, even though they've had a coaching change this year. They don't seem to have missed a step. It's another good extra point. So we mentioned that the coaching change. Kyle Baresh had been the coach at Muncie Central, Keith. And he had been the coach at Mississinewa. He has moved on to Muncie Central this year. And then Coach Lochner, who had been a longtime assistant, took over as head coach. So, when you have a successful program, your coach leaves, but you promote an assistant, a lot of times everything stays pretty similar and you don't really have a drop-off like you would sometimes when a coach leaves.
Scott, when we were kids, this is kind of how you played Madden, right? Kind of down on the rookie level and score a whole bunch of points.
Yeah, it is. And you knew which plays that you could run, and you ran those plays over and over.
So that's what my son does to me. That's about what the score would be if I was playing Jacob.
So to your son, you are the rookie level, and he wants to just dominate.
No, I'm
you.
I'm old man level, I think. I'm not sure exactly how that works.
The switch is the other way.
Oh no, back when he was little, yeah, I would. When he was like 5, yeah, I would do this to him. No mercy.
Yeah, no mercy. No mercy when you're playing Madden with a 5-year-old. Yeah, you gotta teach him to persevere, and you gotta step it up. And here comes the kickoff. That one I think is gonna get returned. Dow's got it. Luckily he didn't get his knee down. He's gonna get a little bit of space up the middle. Not much of a different effect than the touchback. It's going to be kind of the middle of the field right there at the 21-yard line instead of the 20. But at least when you return it there, you've got an opportunity. You could bust it open and get a big return. And so, Keith, they switch ends. He's got 4 kicks through the back of the end zone. They switch ends. I've been saying all night there's no wind. The flag's not moving, but maybe down the field, maybe there is a little bit of breeze that held that one up a little bit. Down Bannister in the backfield here. Oh, there's offsides. That's going to be 5 yards for the Bruins. Defensive tackle on the right side, it looked like jumped there. A walk off 5 yards, and Bruins are going to have a 1st and 5. That one to Bannister. Oh, he's hit hard in the backfield.
The left end from Mississinewa was ready for that.
Yeah, that was number 89, Merrick Mobley. He's a senior. He hit Brady pretty hard. That's about as hard as Brady gets hit usually. That's going to be a loss of a yard, so that's going to bring up 2nd and 6 now for the Bruins. Really, you'd like to capitalize, get a 1st down, get some momentum here after that penalty. That penalty by Mississinewa will give you the 1st and 5. That's a low snap. It's on the ground again, and Sargent just had to fall on it. Sometimes you're watching that and you think, well, why don't you just pick it up and try to make a play out of it? But it's tough when you're looking at the ball, you're turned away to know where that defense is and how much time you have. Now the Bruins are back in familiar territory at 3rd and 11, unfortunately. That's Bannister. He gets cut up the middle, gets some positive yards. Not enough for a 1st down. So the Bruins have had a few plays like that where they've picked up 5 or 6 yards, but just they've been in bad field position overall. 4th down here. Keith says just go for it.
Me too. Me too.
Defense hasn't been able to stop them, so why not? I think they've kept the offense in there. Sargent looks like he's calling the play. They're going to go for it. Be interested to see if they decide to throw here. They are in the shotgun. Bannister and Dow in the backfield.
They've completed several passes, but only for very short yardage.
That's going to be to Dow, and no gain there.
Number 20, Dow on the carry for the Bruins.
So Mississinewa will take over at the 25-yard line.
For the Unions, and the Bruins turn it over on downs. It's 1st and 10, Mississinewa.
Well, we all know that Keith is just here to see the lights flash at some point. So if Blackford can get a second-half touchdown and get some flashing lights, hopefully they fix the technical difficulties. It seems like we had an issue last week.
Yeah, I think they got those fixed probably. What's that, Keith? You couldn't hear Keith, but he struggled last week emotionally getting to sleep after the game. It was a sleepless night. He was having images of flickering lights flash through his head, or a lack of flickering lights, I should say.
Yeah, if you weren't, if you weren't with us last week, Keith was just hoping to see a touchdown to the flash lights. Blackford did score a second-half touchdown, but the lights malfunctioned. There was no flashing, and Keith was very sad.
He was sad. Speaking of the lights, they've turned on the lights here tonight. You can see on the other side, Keith, you see those lights that are real bright? Those right there, they're in the screen. So those are actually up lights So when we were younger, Mississinewa takes it up the middle, and it doesn't get much there. Brady Bannister had his ankles, and then Cade Mills, along with others, came in and cleaned up the tackle. But when we were younger, there were no lights like that. They were up above, and so hypothetically, a high punt could go up above the lights, and you would lose it visually, when it was dark. But now they have these lights underneath that shine up, so the players can track the ball a little better on a punt or a high pass that's up in the air after dark. There's a handoff and around the right end. Turns back up. Looks like he's going to get to the end zone again. That was number 2, Levi Crandall. Levi Crandall's got at least 3 touchdowns here tonight. I know this isn't something they keep track of, Matt, but we talked last week about the number of consecutive extra points that Eastbrook
Yeah, he's doing well.
But, usually in high school games, you see a bad hold somewhere, or a kick that goes flat or gets blocked.
That was a solid kick.
It was a solid kick, and it was good. And that's several in a row, 7 in a row here tonight. That's just a lot of made extra points, which again is something you don't want to see. And you don't want your opponent to have an opportunity to do that. The kicking game has definitely become a lot more impressive in the last 15 years.
Do you think it's related to more soccer players?
I wouldn't dispute that. Soccer's become a much more prevalent sport in the state, and the kickers for Eastbrook and Mississinewa, I know, are both quality soccer players as well. So Eastbrook, we talked about last week, their starting kicker is the son of soccer coaches. Both of his parents, I believe, are soccer coaches. And then tonight, a young man from Mississinewa is definitely an excellent soccer player. So Blackford last Saturday Keith just asked if Blackford's girls soccer team's still in a row. So they won 5 in a row when we interviewed Coach Kate Bennett last weekend, and they played Mississinewa. The boys-girls doubleheader with Mississinewa, which is where I saw Mr. Yoder have a nice game for Mississinewa boys. But the girls went into overtime, Keith. It was a very exciting game. The official made a call of a penalty in the box. This kick is going to be returnable again. Gage Dow's got it. Bring up the middle, look for a hole. He's got a blocker there. He's going to pick up some positive yards, so he's out to the 27. Nice return by Dow. Again, you have an opportunity there to maybe break it open. So being able to return those is definitely a benefit for the Bruins. So back to that soccer game, the girls were in overtime, and there was a call, a penalty in the box, which gave Mississinewa an opportunity for a penalty kick, and it was good. And so the Bruins lost 1-0. They did pick up a win on Thursday night. They're now 7-7, and they'll play tomorrow morning at Marion.
Do you know what their record is in the conference? Are you doing math?
I'm thinking. Yeah, I'm trying to.
There's been like 5 games.
It's 2 and 3. It's 2 and 3. I was trying to remember the other. So they, Oak Hill, who is the top team in the conference for girls soccer right now, I think is undefeated. And then Blackford had extremely close games with both Eastbrook and Mississinewa. That Mississinewa game went to overtime. The Eastbrook game, they got beat 1-0. It was 0-0 until the last 3 minutes of the game. So against those two teams, they played the majority of both of those games without giving up a goal. And then the Bruins beat both Alexandria and Elwood. Alexandria's got a soccer team, on boys and girls side this year for the first time.
Nice.
There's a Mississinewa player down. Trainer Julie is out there to help with the injury, checking him out, as well as Blackford's trainer, Jared Coates.
Speaking of Alexandria, we are getting a few scores come in. I think I saw Alexandria leads Oak Hill 6-0 at the end of the first quarter.
My money's on Alexandria, although I don't bet on high school sports. Horse racing, on the other hand, I'll bet $2 on a horse race every now and then. Looks like they're going to help that young man up. Hopefully he'll be able to walk off the field and feel a little better. Again, we talked about it is a beautiful night. The sun's down. The temperature is very mild out here. Almost no breeze. Keith, I know sometimes you like to get a shot of the moon. Tonight we have so it's a very clear, no chance of rain, and there's a 20% visible waxing crescent. Yep, that's a waxing crescent. If it was waning, it'd be over on the left side.
You might want to zoom out if you're going to find it.
I think you missed it there on the. Keith's looking for it. We can see it here live. It's up there. We know
it's
it
in
is.
The sky.
It looks beautiful tonight.
Yeah, obviously. This is why Keith.
All right, now we got to go back to the action on the field, Keith. There's some trees. Now we got to find the players. That's out around the right side, and that's Bannister, and he's going to pick up positive yardage on second down. About 5 yards, maybe 6. I'm going to say 6. I'm going to hope 6. It's going to bring up 3rd and 4.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah,
there we go.
There's that shot of the moon. Oh, we lost it. There it is. Wax and give us. So it's going to get bigger now every day until it becomes full. There's another handoff up the middle. That was Bannister again. No gain on that one.
Number 28, Brady Bannister on the carry for the Bruins. Tackle made by the Indians, number 56, foul. Brings up 4th down.
Dow had a majority of the carries early on, but Bannister's had a few more on these last few plays in the last couple of possessions. 3 men wide to the left, including Dow. It's a toss to Bannister.
There we go.
Pretty well blocked. Picked up a yard or 2. Did not get that first down, and looks like it's going to be turned over back to Mississinewa. No, it's a first down.
What?
Yeah, first down for the. Hey, don't question that. I think that the yardage marker was sitting in the wrong spot. Maybe we'll just excuse ourselves for that. So that's a first down for the Bruins. And a nice carry by Bannister around the end. Good blocking there by the Bruins. Gage Dow, I believe, picked up a nice block there. Bruins hustle up to the line. I think they're going to have a delay of game here.
Ooh. I think he was ruled down before that pass was made, so that's going to be a sack for the Indians.
They hustled up to the line, and it looked like there was no time left on the play clock. So I don't know if the Bruins were trying to rush the play, trying to avoid a delay of game penalty. I think they should have taken, it would have been better just to take the delay of game and the 5-yard penalty rather than the 8-yard loss on the rushed play. I'm not sure why the officials hadn't blown it dead. And it was Bannister again. Mississinewa was able to run him out of bounds there.
28, Bannister on the carry for Blackford.
A nice defense there by number 11 for Mississinewa.
Tackle made by
Carson
Indians,
Oracle.
number 13, Jace Christopher.
Bruins up to the line. Sargent's going to be in the shotgun. Brady Bannister to his right. Gage Dow to his left. Now into Bannister. He's got some space. Got a nice reach there at the end of the play.
Brady Bannister brings up 4th down.
Picked up 6 yards. It's going to bring up another 4th down.
Made by Indians, number 8, Avion Spikes.
Matt, I hope you're right jacket with you. It's going to get a little chilly in the second half here. Not bad.
No, it's beautiful right now. We made fun of Keith a little bit when he came up with his long sleeve shirt and jeans and his heavy winter coat. It's definitely cooling off a little bit. Nice punt.
That's a nice punt there. Oh, and it gets out of bounds. Very nice punt there by Dow. That's going to give the Indians their worst field position of the day. So, yeah, that was a nice one. Went down along the sideline. Waterer was back to receive that, and he chose to let it bounce, and it bounced and hopped right out of bounds, just what Dow would have wanted it to do. So, nice job on the punt there.
Good crowd here. We got a little crowd shot there. Can you feel the anticipation coming for the halftime extravaganza?
Who's going to be the queen? It's always the most exciting part of the night. Although last year on homecoming, the end of the game overtime win against Elwood was very exciting. It just depends on where your priorities are, right, Keith? Mississinewa lines up with 3 wideouts to the right, 1 man in the backfield. Another screen. That's a low one. It's going to be a little incomplete pass. That was to another one to Quaterer, Seth Quaterer. So they've run that little bubble screen there a couple times, man. The throw seems to be low every time. This time Quaterer is going to line up on the left side. Number one, Ian Newsom on the right in slot. Those 2 guys have been targeted a lot tonight. That one's given to Crandall. Crandall picks up about 3 yards. That'll bring up a 3rd and long situation. Mississinewa has not been in much tonight. See if the Bruins can hold tight here and force a punt. I'm not sure. Keith asked if it was their first 3rd down of the game. It may be. This may be their first attempt at a 3rd down conversion. Had a couple 2nd downs. He's going to get across. He's going to get the 1st down, get across midfield. Nice tackle there. Crandall has had a pretty good night running the ball. Just across the midfield line. He was tripped down. Contact was made at about the 47. He fell forward for a few more. Mississinewa usually relies heavily on their rush game. But Elijah Monday, number 33, is their main runner, and I haven't seen him tonight. That's a backward pass. Got to get on that one. Get on the ball. It's going to be close. Not sure who came away with it. It might have gone out of bounds, or the player was out of bounds when he touched the ball. May have been the call there. So that was definitely a backward pass. We had a great. You watching at home, you should have been able to see that too. It was right down the line here, right where Keith is. He was definitely. At least, what do you think, Matt? Reverse pass?
Clearly backwards. I mean, I've got the replay queued up, but I'm not even going to show it because we all know it was backwards.
That's how confident we are right. And the officials were right. They didn't blow it dead. They made the right call there.
They did.
Unfortunately, for the Bruins, they weren't able to pick it up. He's going to slip out of a tackle there, slip out of another tackle. He's got 1 man to beat. He's going to be down the yards. That's Crandall again. Crandall has had quite the day. I'm going to scratch that touchdown out. Looks like that one's going to be coming back. I didn't see the flag on that. Did you see where the flag was?
No, I did not see it either.
Jared, did you see where the flag was? It was out there on the field, right? I see it now, I guess.
Replay here to see if anything shows up. flag was around the 50.
I think it's right. Yeah, right there on the
Right
about
there.
52-yard line. I
The
think.
flag definitely came out on that hold. Yeah.
So that'll move it back. It's going to be 2nd and 14 here. Excuse me, 7 and 16 according to the scoreboard. Nope, they changed to 2nd and 15. We compromised. I said 14, they said 16. We'll just call it 15.
You have to go with what Jared has on our screen. He says 16.
Oh, there you go. Crandall gets another carry. Nice cut. Breaks a tackle. He's just hard to bring down. Finally, it's Gage Dow.
Ball carried by number 2, Levi
Gage
Crandall.
Dow takes him down, then helps him back up. Good sportsmanship there by Gage.
Tackle made by Bruins, number 20, Gage Dow.
Just ran out of that tackle. I'm sorry, I'm looking at a different replay than is on the screen. Got several monitors up here on the booth, so I get confused easily. That's a quarterback keeper up the middle.
Oh, good hit.
Nice tackle there. I think that was Sean Cronin that brought him down.
Number 10, Anderson Resch on the carry.
No, excuse me.
For the Indians.
That was not Cronin. That was Colton Fisher on that nice tackle. Number 56 for the Bruins. There was another Bruin in on it, but Colton's the one I saw pop up first. I think he was the guy who made the initial hit. Those interior tackles are Sean Cronin and Colton Fisher, and then Clayton Heflin, Josh Hurst are down there. Caden Mills, number 45. Broke one tackle there, and I think he got enough for the first down. It's going to be close. But they're going to wave them on. That's going to be a first down. There's a player down. Trainer Jared Coates is out to check him out. We'll hope it's nothing serious. You got another shot of that moon there, Keith? For any viewers that just showed up. That's a beautiful sunset. It's going right up to it. There it is. There it is. He's got it. He's got it back.
Now this is a waxing moon?
Yep, that's a waxing moon. So it'll be waxing as it gets bigger until it becomes a full moon. And it'll be waning. You might say a loquacious person would tend to wax on and on about things as they're talking grew, so the moon's growing.
I thought he was a rapper.
What's that? Oh, Keith said he thought Loquacious was a rapper. There, crowd's happy to see Sean Cronin get up and walk off. It's always good to see those players, when they're down for a minute. Yeah, Sean, he had, I would say, the tackle of the game last week. Yeah, Keith mentioned Sean Cronin in the second half just leveled a player with a great tackle. And it was downfield. That was the most impressive thing about that tackle, Keith. And that's going to be halftime, so the players are going to head into the locker room.
All right, we're going to give Keith the roving camera.
Coming up real soon.
So, yeah, we should have the halftime homecoming festivities here shortly.
We have an announcement to make. If you drive a red Ford pickup, your lights are on. A red Ford pickup truck left their lights on. You might want to check it out.
So if you're at home and you're listening, if you left your red Ford pickup here and you left your lights on, you might need to come back out to the high school and get those off. So it's halftime. We're going to have the halftime Queens coming on here in a minute. We'll be right back. Matt, there's a view of the band. They're going to come out and do their halftime performance here at homecoming halftime. This is the performance that they would have done. Get caught in cords. The performance they would have done in competitions this summer. So they'll do their performance, and then we'll have the homecoming queen crowning. So while they're getting ready, I'll read off a couple of the homecoming announcements. The freshman princess this year is Gracie McCammon. Her parents are Nikki and Jeff McCammon. She's involved in golf, cheerleading, and 4-H. Brandon Maddox, a football player, is her escort this evening. Sophomore princess is McKenna Reed. Her parents are Abby and Chad Anderson. She's a cheerleader. She's also in golf, tennis, and choir, and student council. Her escort is Bryce Maddox. I'm not sure if Bryce and Matthew are related, but maybe a good chance of that. Here's the band. And this was their show that they performed in competition this summer. job by the band there. We want to point out that was Grant Reesner who had those solos there. The young man with the long blonde hair who was the victor of the little fight there at the end. Champion. That was, I think, Grant Reesner. And now we'll move on to the Queen contest as the band exits the field.
At this
We mentioned
time,
the freshman and sophomore
you're going to have an
princesses.
award.
The junior
The
princess
students have been
is
competing
Gabby
all week in
Orlando.
several
She's
class
the daughter of
competitions.
Jill and Jonathan Orlando.
The winning class
She's
will
in
win
track,
the traveling
cheer,
spirit stick.
Student council and campus life.
So all the scores
Her
have been
escort is
tallied,
Drake
and we have your final
Boyce.
scores. In fourth place with a score of 269 are your freshmen. In third place with a score of 297 are the juniors. In second place with a score of 300
Queen
we have the
contest
sophomores.
contestants tonight.
And taking first place
Cassie
in the
Thompson,
traveling spirit stick,
Azzy
we have your
Kings,
seniors with a score of 369.
Katie Lytle, and Audrey Wilson.
Congratulations, seniors.
And hopefully you'll be able to hear as the PA announcer goes over those, discusses the contestants and the court, and calls out the winner.
Now is the time to introduce you to your 2025 homecoming court. For your freshman princess, we have Gracie McKinnon. She is the daughter of Nikki and Jeff McKinnon. She's involved in golf, cheerleading, and 4-H. Her escort this evening is your freshman prince, Brandon Maddox. He is the son of Stephanie and Matthew Maddox. His extracurricular activities include band and football. Next is your sophomore princess, McKenna Reed. She is the daughter of Abby Adoya and Chad Anderson. Her activities include cheerleading, golf, tennis, show choir, and student council. Her escort this evening is your sophomore prince, Bryce Maddox. He is the son of Stephanie and Matthew Maddox. He is involved in football, band, and track. Next, we have your junior princess, Gabby Orlando. She is the daughter of Jill and Jonathan Orlando. She is involved in track, cheer, dance, student council, and campus life. She is escorted by her junior prince, Drake Lush. He is the son of Nico and Brian Mason. He is involved in football, wrestling, student council, and track. Now on to your 2025 homecoming king and queen court. Your first queen candidate is Cassie Thompson. She is the daughter of Kristen and Tyler Johnson. She is involved in Best Buddies and is the chapter president for Best Buddies, JAG, Student Council, FFA, and Unified Bowling. After high school, she plans to become a state ambassador for Best Buddies and to work in digital design. Her escort this evening is your first king candidate, Anthony Ussery. He is the son of Craig Ussery. He is involved in Best Buddies. After college, he plans to work and attend college to earn a degree in psychology. Your next pink candidate is Azzy Keys. She's the daughter of Crystal and Justin Keys. Her activities include president of National Honor Society, cheerleading, dive, track, and the student council. After graduation, her plans are to attend Evangel University in Springfield, Missouri, and get her master's degree in social work and help counseling and rescue individuals from trafficking. She is escorted by your next team candidate, Colton Fisher. He is the son of Steve and Amy Fisher. He is involved in football and track. After high school, he plans to move to Australia and start a kangaroo farm. Your next queen candidate is Katie Lytle. She is the daughter of Christy and Jimmy Lytle. She's involved in soccer, cheerleading, swim, and track. After graduation, she plans on attending Ball State to study elementary education. Her escort is Maverick McDonald. He is the son of Sasha and Shad McDonald. He's involved in campus life and soccer. After high school, he plans to work in HVAC. Your final queen candidate is Audrey Wilson. She is the daughter of Amanda and Blake Wilson. She's involved in track and works part-time as a CNA. After high school, she plans on attending medical school for sonography to earn an associate's degree in diagnostic medical sonography. Her escort is your final king candidate, Mason Kinnerman. He is the son of Jessica and Ryan Kinnerman. He is involved in basketball and campus life. After high school, he plans to attend flight school and become a commercial pilot. This is your homecoming chorus. We would like to welcome back the 2024 homecoming king and queen, Catalina Velasquez and Grant Ridgway, as they are here to crown our new king and queen. Now, the moment everybody's been waiting for, your 2025 homecoming king is Colton Fisher. Your 2025 homecoming queen is Katie Lytle. Congratulations to Colton and Katie and everyone else involved. Thank you for a successful homecoming. Hey, while supplies last, McAllister's tea is on sale at the entry of the gate at $5 a gallon. While supplies last, go down and grab yourself a jug of tea, sweet or unsweet. Again, $5 a gallon while supplies last. I'd like to thank our corporate sponsors for the 2025-26 season. Championship level sponsors include Landon Brothers Seed, Lake Placid Christian Conference Center, Russ Sutton, Tina Coons Home, Cornerstone Enterprises, Summers Plumbing, Heating and Cooling, OJC Trucking Incorporated, Roden Farms, Save-A-Lot, Pack-A-Sack, Pizza King, First Financial Bank, and Irving Materials Incorporated. Varsity level sponsors include New Indy Container Board, VA Credit Union, Smith Insurance Services Incorporated, Hartford Iron and Metal, Raymond James Law Office, I Associate Group LLC, Central Indiana Orthopedics, and Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, Bernie Sones and Edward Jones. We'd like to thank our sponsors for supporting Growing Athletics.
Well, we're back here. We're about to start the second half. Mississinewa will be kicking off from right to left on your screen, which is north to south. They're in the white jerseys with red numbers and gray pants. The Bruins will be receiving, defending the south end zone in black jerseys, black pants, and white numbers. First quarter, trying to return out of the north end zone. The Bruins were not able to return any kicks because they all went out the back of the end zone, but they had been able to return on this end of the field, so we'll see what happens here. Looks like Gage Dow's try. He's got that one. He's going to bring it back. He's out just across the 20. I think the fans maybe wanted a face mask there. There was a hand to the helmet. I don't think he grabbed a hold of anything. The Bruins will take over at a 22-yard line to start off this first possession. We'll see if they're able to get things going here in the second half.
A few score updates. You can see these come across the top of your screen periodically, but Woodland is up over Jay County by 1 at halftime, 7-6. Alexandria leads Oak Hill 21-7 at the half. Westdale leading Monroe Central 14-7 at the half. And Madison Grant is leading Frankton 8-0 at the half.
It's a toss to Bannister, and he's picking up some positive yards on first down.
A couple other scores. Bluffton is leading Wells 34-0. They have that one well in hand at halftime. And Adams Central leads South Adams in the Adams County rivalry 28-0 at halftime.
Tackle made by number 13, James.
Thanks for those scores, Matt. The 7-yard pickup there for Bannister on first down. See if the Bruins can get a first down here on second down. That's Bannister again. He's got opening there. And he's tripped down just across the 50-yard line. That was a nice block, well play, nice gap that Bannister exploded through. That'll be a first down, and the first time the Bruins have crossed midfield so far in this game here.
Number 22, Zayden Rice on the tackle for the Indians.
That was about a 24-yard pickup for Bannister. So it'll be first and 10. 48. Goes to Bannister again. He gets a nice cutback. That's going to be another first down as he drags a few Mississinewa players with him.
That's an encouraging start for the second half, Keith, and the possibility of lights. I had to say it. Yeah, I know.
Keith only shows up to see Blackford score touchdowns and to see the lights flash. To him, it's kind of like 4th of July, right, Keith? That was a pickup of 15 for Bannister. This is going to be a keeper for Stratton. He's out around the end. Sargent gets a nice pickup there.
Number 5, Sargent on the carry.
I'm pretty sure he was looking for someone to give that ball to, and there was no one
Tackle
there.
made by
You don't think so?
80, Brody Hammond
I
of the
thought that looked like a designed bootleg.
Well, then it was a fake. It was a good fake. He faked me out. He looked very much confused.
Bruins are going to take a timeout here, Matt, so I think
Here's
that
a
should give you
replay.
time
Look
for a replay.
Yeah, he did there. You tell me.
I think based on the blocking here on the right end,
Really?
they were anticipating him coming away.
You think so? Maybe.
Maybe. So 2nd and 6 is what the Bruins will have when they come out with the timeout. I think it's going to be Bannister in the shotgun.
A lot of confusion
Looks like
there
the
all
left
around.
side of the line jumped. So I think the delay on that. Sorry, I thought that was a timeout. I think there was an injured player that they were getting off the field. So I think quarterback, the young man freshman, Stratton Sargent, might be on the sideline here as Bannister was in at quarterback in that possession on that play. Bannister is at quarterback again. It's a low snap, and he picks it up. Bannister's going to take it himself. He's going to pick up a lot of yards. He's going to try to get through the last couple Mississinewa players, and he's up to the 10-yard line.
Ball carried by number 28, Bannister.
That was a 23-yard pickup, I believe. The Bruins will be down to the 11-yard line on that improvised run by Bannister. And that's the kind of explosiveness we see from Bannister occasionally. Bannister is going to be, it looks like in the shotgun by himself this time. I wouldn't be surprised if they, oh no, sorry, Sargent's back in. And that's a handoff to Bannister, and he cuts up the middle. Got a nice gain on that, Keith. You're right. Down to the 3-yard line, maybe? 3.5. Although Matt would say there's no half-yard line. So it's not the 3.5.
There is no
line.
half-yard line. There is no half-yard line.
Do you count the hashes as yard lines?
Sure.
And can you be on the
I'll give you
17-yard
that.
line,
I'll
or
give
do you
you
have
that.
to be
I'll give
on
you
the
that.
5?
Well, there's lines. They're very short lines, but they are lines.
Yeah, they are short lines. Sargent's under center. Bannister in the back. Oh, that's a toss to him. It's on the ground. Bannister fell on it. Bannister and Sargent both went back to the ball.
Bruins fumble.
It's going to be a loss there, so it's going to bring up a 3rd and long. So they had pretty good position here. This is going to be first 3rd down of the possession. So It'll be 3rd and 7 on the 8-yard line. It's a handoff to Bannister. He's going to have to break a couple tackles here. He reaches forward as he goes out of bounds. So it's going to be 4th and about 3 yards. It looks like they're going to mark on the floor. It can be 3.5 yards, right, Keith? Just they can't place it on the 3.5-yard line, according to.
Correct.
Yeah.
Can they get a first down here?
Yeah, they can. It's they'd have to get inside the 1-yard line. So that's going to be a timeout for Coach Steve Bouger.
Timeout, Blackford.
Coach Bouger is going to talk it over with the players here. This is the best scoring opportunity the Bruins have had here tonight. So 4th down on the 4-yard line. They could pick up a first down if they get inside the 1. This is definitely an opportunity the Bruins want to take advantage of here. You want to get on the board. You want to get something positive here off of this drive. And it may not make a difference in the overall outcome of the game, but it's definitely something to build off of if you can get, put the ball in the end zone, get some scores. When you're sitting in film session on Monday, you're going to want to see some positive plays here, and this is an opportunity for one. Another gift to Bannister, and he is in the end zone. That's going to be a touchdown. Here come the lights, Keith. Hopefully. No lights, Keith. That's a touchdown for Bannister, and that makes the Bruins feel good. Gets something for the crowd to be excited about here on this homecoming night. Sam Barry is in to kick the extra point for the Bruins. Stratton Sargent will be the hold. There's a penalty. He says that's a penalty for not flashing the lights. Penalty against the home team. Keith may not come back and work the camera here in 2 weeks if the lights aren't going to flash, Matt.
I know. We do have 2 more home games, so next week I believe Blackford's at Oak Hill.
Next week, the Blackford will be on the road at Oak Hill, and then the following 2 weeks back here against Frankton, and then home on the season finale against Alexandria. So the Bruins move back 5 yards, and here comes the kick, and it is, I think did they get a piece of that, Matt? Keith says yes. Defender got a piece of it. That one goes to the left. Here's a replay of
the
touchdown. And this one took the handoff and ran right through everyone into the end zone there. So the Bruins get on the board here early in the second half. We'll see the Bruin kickoff squad for just the second time tonight. They'll be kicking off left to right on your screen. At halftime, they announced the King and Queen. If you weren't here for that, the King was Colton Fisher, a member of the football team. And the Queen was Katie Lytle, a member of the girls' soccer team. They'll be in action tomorrow morning at Marion. That'll be a noon kickoff, Keith. You ever run the camera for a soccer game?
Never have.
No? Okay.
Coach.
You coach soccer?
I coach, believe it or not, one of our teams too, state championship soccer team.
Did you say you coached the state championship soccer team? At the highest level. That is a kick. The kick, and that's going to be grabbed by, I think that was Newsom. Return. He's got some space around the end here. Oh no, he's got a blocker downfield. That was Quaderer that picked up the last block. As Newsom gets all the way into the end zone. I don't see any flags. Oh, sorry, there is a flag. There is a flag. Right there around the 22-yard line. I think Seth Quaderer picked up a block there. I'm not sure what happened or what led to the flag. That's about where the block occurred. So if you watch number 14, he's the lead blocker just going out of the left of your screen. Didn't see anything there that looked, it was a nice hard block. I didn't see anything that looked inaccurate. They're waving the flag off. There is no flag on the play, even though there is a flag on the field. Coach Bouger thinks there was something further back down the field. I think he probably wanted a block in the back or a hold. And the flag's still down. They haven't picked it up. They waved it off. They said there's no flag on the play. They're going to kick the extra point. Now the official's going over, finally pick up that yellow laundry. What do you think, Keith? They're going to hit this one? We're going to get a block on this, block this kick? Maybe a wide left, hit the upright?
Doink it? No, I don't think so. This guy's been pretty consistent.
He has been. I think they're due for a miss. Nope. Very well kicked ball there. I know I mentioned it earlier, Keith. I did see him play soccer last week. He's a very impressive soccer player.
Point after by Yoder is good.
Oh yeah, Keith. Sorry, back to soccer. Yeah, that's why you've got a headset on.
Yeah,
Tell me about your soccer coaching experience at the highest level.
I coached our son all through, since he was a sport all the way up through high school. And he played on a Fort Wayne team, won a couple state championships that will remain nameless. In the off season, after these guys would go indoors, they would need somebody to, quote, coach them, which means they just needed someone to show up. They needed an adult on the sideline. So, yeah, that was me. Using the word coach was a big
I'm sure those state championships never would have happened if you hadn't been working with them in the in that indoor league.
These kids were amazing. So that was before they had classes.
You have any idea what years those were then, back then?
I think 2014 through 2017.
Okay.
And they won the championship games were played at Hinkle, well, not in Hinkle Fieldhouse, but at Butler University.
Okay.
And
beautiful campus down there at Butler.
yeah, and our son played captain a couple of those teams. So,
Nice.
But yes, they needed an adult on the sideline.
And they considered you qualified for that, huh?
I
They
did.
considered you an adult.
I did. They knew way more about the game.
You know what they say though? Usually adults wear socks when they're running the camera at a game. But Bruins are going to take over here at the 20-yard line. That was another kick by that young soccer player that went into the end zone there, and the Bruins did not have an opportunity to return it. So they'll take over 1st and 10 at the 20, and we'll see if they can get some more positive yardage on this drive.
Final fact, and I'll leave it alone, they had 3 kids go to the pros.
Hey, Bannister's got a break. He broke that one loose, and he's across the 50 again. And that's a face mask. So they're about to a 45 now, probably put him down close to the 30-yard line. It might say he was down before that. That was a nice run. Maybe every time Bannister grabs it, Keith, you should start talking about soccer.
Yeah, okay. I never played.
Oh, there's a flag in the backfield too. So hopefully this is not against the Bruins. It looks like it is against the Bruins. So we'll have to sort this one out. So unfortunately that run will come back, but there still was the face mask at the end. So
Blackford, and that is the end of the third quarter.
He gets through there. That was the end of the third quarter. Not sure where the hold was. Obviously, he gets out here, and you can't tell. There's the face mask as they drag him down across the 50. So officials will have to get this sorted out. There's a hold on the Bruins. And then a face mask. I thought he signaled that the face mask was declined. Is that a defensive hold? Not exactly. Oh, sorry. Thank you, Matt. So they're walking it off across the 50-yard line, but that's because it was also the end of the quarter. So they're not marching toward the Bruin end zone here. They're switching ends and walking off the penalty. So it's going to be 1st and 10 again. After that crazy play that looked like a huge pickup by Bannister. But there was a hold on the Bruins and a face mask against Mississinewa. And we're right back where we started, Keith, but we're going the other direction. So we're right back where we started at 1st and 10 on the 20, but we're on the other end of the field. And I think the Bruins jumped right there.
False start called against the
Yeah,
Bruins.
that's a false start against the Bruins, so it's another 5 yards back.
Well, you know, Scott, it turned out Keith was right. He's actually put on that jacket now. It's cooled off quite a bit, and I'm starting to be a little shivery here.
I remembered to put on my sweatshirt at halftime, so I'm doing just fine.
Ah.
Bruins will pick up a few yards on that play.
Bannister on the carry for the Bruins. Tackle made by number 13, James Christopher of the Indians.
That was a 7-yard gain. It'll be 2nd and 8 for the Bruins. Welcome up to the line. Stratton Sargent at quarterback. Caden Mills moves. He was on the left side. Now he's back on the right side. Handoff goes to Bannister. Pick up several more yards. Not quite the first down, but he's going to be getting close to it there. It's going to bring up 2nd and 2.
Bannister on the carry for the Bruins.
If you joined us at halftime, expecting to see, you get to see the crowning of the homecoming queen, but if you expected to see the homecoming floats, those actually went around before the game. So if you rewind to the beginning of this broadcast, you'll be able to find those, or maybe the next day or two we'll have this posted up on YouTube. You can take a look at it then as well.
Bannister's got the ball. He's around the left, and he's got some blockers down there. He's out of bounds at the 45-yard line. He had a couple blockers, but the Mississinewa players got around them, got over to the sideline. But that will be a 1st down for the Bruins. They're out near midfield at the 46-yard line. Got around 9.5 minutes to play here in this 4th quarter. Clock's running. Cade Mills, tight end, goes to the right side. Gage Dow's on the left side. Hand off to Bannister. Good block by Dow. Great block with a cut back by Bannister. He's up the middle now, just running through Mississinewa players and dragging. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think, Keith, there may have been 7 Mississinewa players there hanging on, trying to bring Bannister down. What's that, Keith? He was driving the bus. You're right. That remind me of a Mike Allstott or Jerome Bettis type of play there. Jerome Bettis, you should say driving the bus. Jared just pointed out, we need a third headset due to Keith's loquaciousness.
I am going to look that up.
There's another handoff. That one's to Dow, and Dow's going to pick up the first down. He's going to keep running. They're trying to drag him down. They're trying to make him turn it over, and he's down to the 6-yard line.
That is highlight reel right there.
You liked that one, didn't you, Keith?
Oh, man.
Well, Keith, I have sent a special request to the, oh, here's the replay there. There's 1, 2, 3 players on him. Gage just keeps chopping those legs and moving forward. And down to the 6-yard line where they'll take over now. Sargent under center. Gives it to Bannister again. No, sorry, Dow. Dow got really close to the end zone there. He's going to watch that on film and wish he had reached out. So that'll be another first down. Sorry, not a first down. A second down on the 1-yard line. I believe that's a timeout. Yes, it's a timeout for the Bruins. And it's a beautiful, just a beautiful night. The moon's now going down on the horizon there to the west. Still no wind tonight. It's a little bit of a chill in the air. Still a pretty good crowd here, Matt. Pretty good crowd here on this homecoming night.
I don't see many cars leaving the parking lot.
No, there's quite a bit of cars in the parking lot. Mississinewa's got a pretty good crowd. Players coming back onto the field now after the timeout. The Bruins have it 2nd and 1 on the 1.
It's going to be Bannister.
Give it to Bannister. Bannister's back to the right of the quarterback, and it's Dow on the left, the near side. Heavy line to the left. That one goes to Dow, and Dow is into the end zone. Gage Dow with the touchdown on homecoming.
Number 20, Gage Dow for Blackford, touchdown.
Nice blocking there by the Bruins. I think number 63 there, Tyson Calgo, came off in a hurry after that. I think he had a nice block on that play. Sam Barry, senior, in to kick. He's also a member of the soccer team. Snaps down, and that one is good. That gives the Bruins 13 points. Well, Keith, the inside word is that the lights, it's not operator error. There's an issue with the lights, but hopefully they'll be up and running next time we have a game.
Okay.
I know you're disappointed.
Well, maybe they can make up for the ones they missed or something.
Just flash it a few extra times, maybe.
Yeah.
Just in between quarters, just play some music and flash the lights a little, right? Yeah. That's exactly probably the way you feel is the way I felt the time I went to Dairy Queen, and they said they were out of ice cream. Can you believe that?
That never happened.
That did happen. That happened to me. And I love ice cream.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went to Dairy Queen. They were out of ice cream. I think that it was supply chains, post-COVID kind of a thing. You went to Dairy Queen recently?
Last night, me and the missus were there for a nightcap. Small vanilla chocolate dip and a Heath blizzard.
Nice.
About 10 o'clock at night.
Hey, you know what? There's never a time that's a bad time for ice cream.
Yeah.
Matt says we've got time tonight for ice cream after the game, maybe. There's a kickoff from Sam Barry. That's going to be picked up and knelt down by number 1, Ian Newsom.
Number 1, Raymond Betts takes the
Mississinewa will
kickoff.
run their kids out at the 25-yard line. It's about
And
6
first
minutes,
and 10
just
for
over
the
6
Indians
minutes
at
to go here in the
25-yard
game.
line.
Running clock. Mississinewa will take the ball on the 25-yard line. 1st and 10. A lot of backups in the game at this point for the Indians. Nice tackle at the line of scrimmage there for the Bruins.
Number 13, Chase Christopher on the carry
That was
for the
number
Indians.
56, Colton Fisher. That tackle was the homecoming king.
He is
Catch
a sizable dude. I was down on next to him.
Yeah, he is. It's a 56, Colton Fisher. He's on the left end there. He's a big kid.
Yeah.
Big, strong young man. Oh, that ball's down on the ground, and that's going to be down. That's going to be a loss for Mississinewa, a loss of about 4 yards. So it's going to bring up a 3rd and long. Colton Fisher's in there on the defense, interior defender, along with number 75, Sean Cronin. It's a big push by an offensive lineman in there. Tackle in the backfield. That's going to bring up 4th down and bring out the punt crew. Mississinewa.
73, Connor Garno on the tackle for the Bruins.
Also in there on that defensive line, 67, number 67, Jonathan Wallace. It's Caleb Mabbitt running out, then running back on. Gage Dow will be deep to receive this punt for the Bruins. He's going to try, he's going to let that one bounce, and now he's going to take it, and he's just going to, so he called for the fair catch initially. Then after the bounce, I think he just wanted to make sure he got it down.
So I learned something tonight. The uplights. The uplights exist to keep teams from losing the ball on high kicks.
Yeah.
Or
So
possibly high
that right
throw.
there, that was a great example. That high punt right there, when the lights are shining down, you can lose that ball in the darkness. So now they've got these lights. So this is a pretty new system. This is about 5 years old. So these lights that are low, just over the heads of the fans, and they shine up so that the players can see the bottom of the ball lit up if it gets, a high punt or a ball that's thrown high in the air.
It has helped me on those high kicks, even being up here and being able to pick the ball up.
There's another give to Bannister, I think.
28, Grady
Yeah, that was
Bannister on the
Bannister.
carry for the Bruins.
Never saw Bannister with it, but I saw Gage Dow standing up down there.
88, Gabe Flores for the
I knew it was
Indians
one
on
of the two.
tackle.
So Bannister picks up another 2 yards. I don't know exactly how many yards Bannister has, but he's probably closing in on 70 or 80 yards for the night, maybe more than that. Gage Dow's picked up several also. There's Gage Dow, and he's getting it cut back, and that's going to be a first down and more. Did a nice job at the end of that play holding on to the ball. That defender for Mississinewa, number 7, tried to strip it from behind, and I think got a piece of it. That was Amari Elkins, I think, that made that tackle. Dow did a nice job getting that second hand on the ball to hold on to it. So that'll be another first down for the Bruins, and a nice pickup for Dow. Dow and Bannister each have a touchdown tonight. Down Bannister still in the backfield. Sargent gives that one to Bannister. He's going to get through, and he's going to get close to a first down. It's about 8 yards.
Blackford. Number 3, United Stars on the tackle for Mississinewa.
Under 2 minutes to play now. So if the Bruins are going to get in the end zone, they're going to have to break one real quick here, because that clock's going to keep running. Going out of the shotgun on this play. That one's to Dow. Spins around. He's still not down. Eventually enough Mississinewa players got in there. They took him down. And that is a first down, but there's not much time left. The clock may expire before this next play. The play clock and the game clock are real close, so I think the Bruins are going to have to take a snap here. So this will probably be the last play of the game. Ten seconds now on the clock. He gives to Bannister, and he will pick up a few more yards on the last play here. Time's going to expire. Here comes the horn. That's the game. So Mississinewa runs their regular season win streak up to 29 total games. They'll go to 4-0 in the conference. Blackford's still looking for that first conference win of the season. They'll have an opportunity next week against Oak Hill. That'll be at Oak Hill, and then we'll be back the following 2 weeks as the Bruins will host Frankton and then Alexandria in their last 2 games of the season. And tonight was homecoming night. And the homecoming king was Colton Fisher, a member of the football team. And the homecoming queen was Katie Lytle, a member of the cheer squad and the soccer team. And the seniors, as Keith said, they won the Spirit Award this year. So congratulations to the seniors. Congratulations to Colton Fisher and Katie Lytle. Good luck to the girls soccer team who will play tomorrow morning, and the cross-country team who will be running tomorrow morning. And we will sign off shortly after the Bruins come over and sing, as is tradition for Blackford, sing the fight song on the sideline to the fans.
Well, that will do it for us here tonight. Thanks for joining us. Our next broadcast will be in 2 weeks back here at Blackford High School. You can watch us on IHSAA TV and also on the Blackford TV YouTube channel. Have a good evening.